Hello everybody! I'm going to do a new themed video. I don't know why I never thought about doing this one before, because I'm a huge fan of this particular person, so I thought I'd go through my collection of his movies. And before I continue, I do want to point out that I did not realize that YouTube videos could now be 15 minutes instead of 10 minutes. That's why my last video on my musicals was so done so quickly. So I'm going to take my time a little bit more because I've got an extra 5 minutes to talk. And this video is my Sylvester Stallone collection. I own almost every one of his movies. I don't own Fist, and I don't own the softcore porn movie he made, although I did look for it. And I don't own Lords of Flatbush or Flatbush. I can't remember what exactly the title. But I think I own everything else. I could be wrong. If you want to point it out, go right ahead. But I think those are the only ones I don't own. So I'm going to go through everything. I'm going to try to do it in chronological order. So, unfortunately, my brother has my Blu-ray of this, but I think I talked about it in one of my videos already. And that's Death Race 2000. This is this was out of print for a while, and it was actually worth a lot of money. I tried selling it right before the Blu-ray came out, but nobody wanted it, so I guess it's not worth anything anymore. This is kind of a goofy movie, but it's kind of neat at the same time. Sylvester Stallone is credited on here, but his character is kind of a secondary character. It's not really a main character per se. He's kind of the villain, but I don't know. It's a funny, goofy movie, and you get to see Sylvester Stallone punch some poor woman in the face. So, all right. Next up, I'm gonna talk about, because I've bought this movie probably 4 times, I think, maybe. So we got Rocky, the Rocky Anthology, Rocky Balboa, and this the collection on Blu-ray, which I talked about on my last update. So the Rocky movies are like some of my absolute favorite movies, and you know, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I did a top 10 Rocky moments, which I actually get criticized about all the time because I didn't include anything from Rocky Balboa, but I've said it numerous times I couldn't include anything from Rocky Balboa because, first off, the list I used was made before that movie came out, and I didn't have a DVD copy. I only had a Blu-ray copy, so I couldn't do anything about that. So, yeah, I've bought these movies a million bazillion times, so... Alright, moving along. Next up we have... Now, some of these I haven't watched yet. I've bought them, but I haven't watched them. This is one that I haven't watched. In fact, the next 3 I haven't watched. So, Paradise Alley, which was the first movie that Stallone directed. I think... Did he write it also? I think he did. I could be wrong. Yes, he did. So, this is another... fighting movie. It might be boxing. I can't tell. It kind of looks like it is. But again, I haven't watched it yet. I need to get around to watching it. I found it for $7 at Best Buy, so I bought it to include in my collection. Next up is Nighthawks, which I bought off my brother. He has seen the movie, and he ended up not wanting it anymore. And I bought it for like $3 or $4. So this is another one that I haven't watched yet. I need to get around to watching it. And before anybody criticizes me for claiming that I'm not a fan because I haven't watched everything, because a lot of people have been doing that on my Scooby-Doo thing. Look behind me, right over here. That's only part of the collection, okay? I mean, I have thousands of DVDs, so I mean, it takes me a while to get through everything. So, next one up is Victory, which, if I remember correctly, has Pele in it. Yep, it's a soccer movie. Set during World War II. So I haven't seen this yet. I found it used for $4 or $5 or something like that. Next one up is, I would have to say, is probably Stallone's most embarrassing movie. But whatever. It is Rhinestone. This is a movie in which, if you just want to look at the back of it, in which Stallone sings with Dolly Parton. He plays a cab driver I only saw the movie once, and I don't remember everything about it, but I believe he plays a cab driver who wants to be a singer. And yeah, and it's 151. I'm sorry, it's an hour and 51 minutes. That's pretty fucking long for a horrible movie. Um, and it was directed by Bob Clark, who directed Christmas Story, Black Christmas, and Porky's. So yeah, too bad he died. I would have loved to have heard a commentary from him on this. Okay, try to do this. Let's see here. All right, next one up gets a lot of slack, but I actually think it's kind of a good movie, which is Over the Top. This is another movie I've only seen once. Everyone gives it flack because it's a movie about child custody and arm wrestling, and he goes to arm wrestle for the custody of his son. I honestly can't remember how the arm wrestling goes into the effect with child custody, but it's actually it's a good drama. I think people laugh at it a lot, so, but whatever. I think if just check it out. It's a decent movie. I'd like to eventually get all of his movies on Blu-ray, and I know that's on Blu-ray, and so is Tango and Cash. So, all right, next up is Cobra and Tango and Cash. Was not a fan of either one of these movies. Cobra, I don't know. It was kind of like that mindless action, kind of like a Commando, where it's just like God, this is all beat up. Jesus. The hell did that happen? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's mindless action, you know, it kind of sucks like that. But Tango and Cash, I saw it a long time ago, and I remember not really liking it. I need to give that one another shot because I can't remember much about it. Next one up is actually I think is a pretty damn good movie, and it just came out on Blu-ray, and I'm gonna eventually buy it. It's Lock Up. Again, it's been a long time since I've seen the movie, but I know it's obviously he goes to prison. So I can't really say too much about it because I can't really remember a whole lot about it. But it's drama. I think it gets thrown into action, but I would consider it a drama. Donald Sutherland's in it, and there's no special features except for a trailer and a featurette. All right, next up is a movie that another Stallone movie that gets a lot of crap, and I actually think this one's good. And Siskel and Ebert gave it 2 thumbs up, which is Oscar. It's directed by one of a director that I loathe, John Landis. I fucking hate him so much. But this movie's really funny. I mean, Stallone can be funny. It's just that during the 90s, he made some really bad choices, and we're about to get into some of those. In fact, we're about to get into one right now. So let's get into it. Stop or my mom will shoot. Stallone's second worst movie, because I say that because I can actually sit through this movie. It is really, really corny, really cheesy, really crappy, but it's one of those movies, it's kind of like a guilty pleasure. Rhinestone's his worst movie, and I can't even fucking sit through that. So, really goofy. He shouldn't have made this movie. This is the wrong choice. But it's an Ivan Reitman movie, if I remember correctly. Yep. Ivan Reitman produced it, so if I was in his shoes, I would have done an Ivan Reitman movie too, because in the early 90s, Ivan Reitman was making big shit. I mean, look at Kindergarten Cop. Next one up is a movie it's one of his biggest movies, and I'm not a big fan of it. Cliffhanger. I don't know what it is about this movie, but I've tried watching it twice, and I'm just bored with it. I don't know. I bought this when a Blockbuster Video was closing, like, I don't know, 7 years ago. They were getting rid of all their old stuff, and I got this for like, I don't know, $4. But, I don't know. I'm just not really a fan of it. Sorry. Next one up is one of my favorite Stallone movies. It's Demolition Man. This is another movie I bought off my brother when he didn't want it anymore. This movie's really good. It's got a good mixture of action and humor. I hate Wesley Snipes, but it's a good movie, and Sandra Bullock's in it. And I don't know, I kind of like futuristic movies, and this movie takes place in the future, and I don't know, there's a lot of goofy shit in it, but it's a really good action movie from the mid-90s. Next 2 movies I really like. My brother doesn't like them. I don't know how everyone else feels about them, but we've got Assassins and The Specialist. Specialist, not so much. Again, that's another movie I've only seen once or twice. Don't remember too much about. Assassins is a really good movie. I really like that one. It's got Julianne Moore and Antonio Banderas. And I don't know, you know, the Assassins, it's about 2 assassins. I want to say, you know what, fighting to be like #1 or something. I can't really remember how it works out, but you know, Assassin's is a good movie. Specialist, I can't. I think he's a bomb specialist. I really don't even remember. Okay, next one up is one of my biggest guilty pleasures, which is Judge Dredd. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I love this movie. This movie is fucking goofy, but so what? You know, I understand why people don't like it, but I enjoy it. In fact, one of the quotes from this movie is my ringtone on my cell phone. So, could this movie have been made better? Yes. Is it bad because of Stallone's acting? I don't think so, but I think it's a bad movie, period. Alright, next up is Daylight. This is the very first Stallone movie I ever saw. I saw it in the theater, I believe. I was 12, and I think my mom was not going to be home or something, and my brother and my dad were going to see it, and they kind of forced me to go along even though I didn't want to see it. And I like it. I like disaster movies. I think the girl, I don't remember what the fuck her name is, Amy Brenneman. I don't like her. I think she sucks. I think she's a horrible actress in this. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good movie, and Danielle Harris is in it, which I didn't know until just recently. Next up is a movie people thought Stallone deserved an Academy Award for. I agree, but he didn't get one, which is Copland. I don't know. This is a really good drama, and he needed to go back to drama because he had been doing action, and he needed to go back to drama like the Rocky movies. And he did, and he did a fantastic job. A lot of people think that this is his best performance. I disagree. I think Rocky is his best performance, but that's just me. So, next one up is actually a DVD I need to throw in the garbage because it doesn't work anymore. I need to buy it again, and I think Walmart still has it for $5, which is Get Carter. This is a movie that kind of keeps growing on me. It's a remake, and I don't know why it did badly. I think it's a pretty good movie. Stallone's just, playing a guy getting revenge for his brother's death, and I think it's pretty good. And Michael Caine's in it. Michael Caine was in the original Get Carter, so a little tidbit. This is a movie I really dislike a lot. I don't know, I just can't get into it, which is Driven. I don't know what else to say about it. It's about fucking like NASCAR racing type shit, and I'm just not into it. Sorry. I don't know a lot of people who are into that movie. I don't know. It's just kind of a crappy movie. Next one up, I've only seen once. Didn't really like it, but I need to watch it again to see if I like it better, which is ICU. I can't remember the original name of the movie. Oh well. It's kind of like a psychological thriller type movie. But this is a steelbook. Got it for $12.99. So, yeah, I need to check it out again, see if it's better. Next one, I think it's a horrible movie because I just feel like it was written over a weekend, but Stallone is great in it, which is Spy Kids 3D. There's no picture, well, I mean, here's a picture of him right here, but he is fucking hilarious in this movie. I mean, he makes this movie. If they had put anybody else in it, I don't think it would be nearly as good. But, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the movie itself, but he's fucking great in this movie. And then the last... Oh, shit, I forgot to say... Okay, I'm going to get into that in a minute. I still have a minute. Next one up is Avenging Angelo, which, again, I've seen once. It was horrible. This is one of his direct-to-video type movies, and this was just fucking terrible. I don't even know why he agreed to make this movie. Same thing with this. I haven't watched this one yet. I got it really cheap. And I don't even know how much of the movie he's actually in, but this is Shade. I don't know anything about it, so. Okay, I seem to have accidentally skipped over his second biggest franchise, which is the Rambo movies. So we got Rambo. We got 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2, great movies. 3, not so much. 3 is a really bad movie, but I'm starting to run out of time here. So, the last one, the new Rambo, this is the extended cut that just came out last week. What I actually did, though, is since I owned the first release, I just made a 2-disc. This is the theatrical cut, this is the extended cut. So, that's it, everyone. That's my Stallone collection. I'm running out of time, so thank you for watching, and please subscribe.